The Patreon website creates a platform where we can support creators whose content wouldn't necessarily be viable financially on the big platforms. So in the next few weeks, we're going to share some of the projects that we support directly with the hopes that you might be encouraged to support some of these projects as well. Here we go.
All right, we're taking a look at our list here. We're getting closer to the end, so we're going to kind of go back to the middle here, and we've only got 4 left. Why don't we go with High Caliber History and Kenn Blanchard. We'll kind of wrap them up here. So High Caliber History is Logan, friend of ours for many years. We've worked with Logan when he gave us a tour at the NRA Museum when he worked for the NRA. And then we did some podcasts with him for a bit, and we've been following his going solo, I guess his adventures going solo after he quit working for museums, and I guess for a specific museum, and started working for all museums potentially as a contractor or a consultant, I guess. It's been fun to watch his content and his posts. So I'm sure he's not dependent too much financially on the $63 he's bringing in. As you can see, he's one of the people that shows the amount of money he's bringing in as well as the number of Patreons. And we're only giving him $1. Our goal is to link to him and to make people aware of his projects. But again, once you see this, put a 0 behind here, and now he's got $600 coming in. Now that's some travel, potentially buying books and things that he could review. If that got to 6,000, I suspect that's closer to full-time income for a lot of people. And you know, when we have more people using a platform like Patreon, it's not unreasonable. There's certainly people out there right now that you watch that are making tens of thousands of dollars a month on their content. So with that, you can see that he does post over here fairly regularly. These are some posts from just the last few weeks, about weekly, and check it out. Logan's got a lot of interesting info and has access to some really cool pieces of history, and has in the past, so he's always bringing things up. Next up is Kenn Blanchard, Black Man with a Gun. And Ken is one of the people that inspired me to get interested in Second Amendment advocacy or gun content creation originally, and then was there when I moved more towards a focus on advocacy. And Ken's an awesome dude. He's been working in service to the country for years, and then again was an advocate for the Second Amendment back in the 90s. Wrote his book, Black Man with a Gun, and in 2000, and the update, of course, now Ken's wrote one book, and not with the goal to make $1 million with the book, but to explain a position on a controversial subject that doesn't get much attention with the perspective that is unique, right? And so anyway, his books must sell something, but I can't imagine he's raking in retirement income from his book. Now he's got 32 Patreons and bringing in $300. If you're familiar with the situation Ken's in right now and the family, then you know that this is nothing. $3,000 a month would be enough to help him depend on what's happening over here. And my goal would be to see 300 Patreons, not sacrificing much, but getting Ken up to that 3,000. Again, we have a different community. We have a different, we become a different target to the adversaries if we're self-funded through awareness and not through some sort of like weird obligation or some sort of like contractual thing where, we've got to perform some sort of feats, that outdo each other each week in some sort of cycle. So supporting people like Ken, supporting people like Logan, in my opinion, are what Patreon is all about. It gives us the ability to throw a few dollars. You could take $20 a month and you could throw it at Patreon, and you could put $2 towards any number of people on this list or people that you discover. When you look at somebody I don't know who's going to look at here. If we go look at Tony Simon, and will it tell us who he supports? No, it tells us somewhere, sometimes, like what I'm looking at here, sometimes it'll tell you what. I think you have to turn that on. So maybe Clover is a better example. If he's got this stuff turned on. I know he supports a bunch of people, but I don't know, I guess, how to get it to show me where that is, and if he's got it turned on. But anyway, if you can find people on Patreon, when you look at their other projects, often if they have a Patreon thing, they'll point to it. And again, I've used a lot of different platforms over the years, and this one not only facilitates the subscription, right, the financial assistance to the content creators, but gives us some great tools. We got polls. We have basically the ability to blog over here on a platform that's in front of a bunch of venture capitalists. So it allows us to archive publicly, as well as post just to our channel members, our subscribers. And then we can link to videos. It's a very powerful platform. And again, the people who use the platform are focused on and aware that you can be part of the creation of exactly what you want. You don't have to sit around waiting for programming that appeals to you, or some kind of programming that appeals to so many people that you settle for what it is. Instead, you can go find someone like CloverTac who's creating the content you're looking for specifically, and throw $5 at them. That $5 minus a few cents to the platform allows Clover to then buy that background, get that carpet, keep in the game. So let us know what you think of the platform itself and of the particular people we mention each week. This series has been going on for a while. It looks like we have one more to do before it's over. So we are curious to hear what people think. Till next time.
Gunstreamer.com or guntube.org.
That was bad. Thank you for supporting our projects. If you'd like to buy us a cup of coffee, check out our Patreon channel.
The guys and gals of gunwebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thank you for watching gunwebsites.com.